PB, or did you go to PB Elementary?
No, I didn't, but I grew up right over here in North PB my whole life.
Yeah, me too.
Born and raised, and yeah, I've been coming down to these tide pools since I was 2 years old, and used to see octopus, all kinds of big fish,
starfish,
urchins, all that stuff.
So you guys are still tide poolers?
Now it's still tide poolers. It's been many years for me since I've done it, but figured today would be a good day. And
yeah, you picked a good day. So, are you a local too?
I'm not a local.
So you just teach.
Yeah. Trying to show me all the life out here, and there's nothing.
It's heartbreaking. Yeah. So we document the shit out of it. I document this tide pool for decades. In 2012, the starfish collapsed. Last year, there was some sea anemones in here, but they were sicker than hell. So it all collapsed in 2012 when this fell apart. And it's progressively gotten worse. I blame it on the Fukushima disaster. Nobody wants to hear it from me. But, well, I call it Fukushima. We don't know what it is. You throw it in with a little more Tijuana sewer. Huh? Yeah. Now, 3 years ago, right over there on the point in the summer, I found over 200 California hares. Huge, the biggest ones I've ever seen. You know what a California hare is?
The sea slug?
The giant slugs. But the thing is in the summer, this back eddy's up into here, and they can live on sewer. And you know what an E. coli problem we have here?
You know why we have so much seagrass too? It's because all
the only seagrass grows off the fertilizer. So, did you come out? And this is your first time out this year on this pool?
I've been out in like 10 years or more.
So Fukushima happened almost 10 years ago. So, can you remember the last time you was here? What it looked like?
I mean, yeah.
What did you find? I mean, that's a long time to remember, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, more fish. There was more octopus, sea stars, all that stuff.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. You know, the octopus were famous for them right here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a North PB guy. Me too.
I grew up in Michigan.
Oh, he's one of those. You know those Point Loma guys. So, well, thank you. Oh, God, you're an elitist now.
But his parents are still in PB.
Well, we like your parents then. I mean, we love PB. PB's the gem. So I always say from PB to OB, or excuse me, from PB to GB. PG. Pacific Grove. That's where the other good tide pools are at. So, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
It is very sad. So, there you have it. It's getting... Now, let me show you something. Hey, see this? See this hole in this rock? See that burrow? You know what that is?
What? Where a sea anemone used to go.
That's where the... No, there's urchins.
Excuse me.
So the urchins burrow into the rocks. The purple California urchin, and they used to carpet this place.
Yeah.
All over California. And that's, you know, they burrow into the rock for, you know, decades and centuries. So, when you can't even find a freaking urchin, unbelievable. Really sad. North PB guy. We love those guys.
And see, you know, I think that's organic, and it's eyewitness news. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what counts.
Yeah.
He's a local. You know, and so he come to show his girlfriend these beautiful magnificent tide pools to impress her.
Right.
She didn't get too impressed, did she?
No.
So that old trick don't work with us boys no more. The only other trick, I should have told him the only other trick is, you know the good trick? So you go to Nick's and you drink with your girlfriend. This is my old trick. Then you walk down and you get under the pier and you make out where they're under the pier. Then you walk all the way along the beach to Tourmaline, right there. Then you throw your blanket out right there. Shh, shh, don't tell your secrets. By the way, that one still works. How do I know?
I got your sleeping bag in my closet.
Yeah, well, I'm not sleeping on the beach this year. I'm too old for that shit. And you know, and most of these San Diego girls don't like me no more. Hey, you know what happened to the San Diego girls? Which are the most beautiful and the best in the day. You know what happened to them? Same thing in the rest of America. They traded the flowers in their hair for a shiny coffin car they could drive in circles and a mortgage.
Yeah, a mortgage.
They're all in.
Wet dream. You know,
You know, Lisa and I, you know, we used to hang out right there. My girlfriend when I was young. My handprint is in Tourmaline Canyon in the concrete right there. And they tore it out last year. I did get videos of it.
I dream of a world where ownership is a thing of the fucking past.
God, you got to be an old California commie.
Yeah,
You must be an old San Diego communist.
That's right, I might just be a communist.
Remember the FTA when they were set up here? They were right here saying, fuck the army. God, they used to be the good ones here. Beatniks, commies, socialists, freaking Abalone Coalition. You know the Abalone Coalition, we were just talking to...
Vietnam veterans against
She's one of the old Abalone Coalitions out there, right there. Those were the originals who fought to block Senator Onofre. She's like, you know what she told me? Yeah, Kevin, there's a couple of us there. And I says, yeah. I says, I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but you're a youngster. And she says, you know how old she is? She's in the tide pools? Take a guess how old she is when she's in the tide pools.
80 something?
88.
That's how old my dad is. He can barely move anymore.
So, last of the Mohicans. Shh, don't mention Fukushima. A lot of people look and we have a lot of eyes. Sad. So, very sad. And you can go in denial. It's coincidence that it collapsed after Fukushima. No. You can go ahead. But spot anything good? No. A lot of eyes looking. A lot of eyes finding nothing. Pretty sad. You find anything good? Besides death? Anybody? We're the guys that keep track of these tide pools for years. It's a catastrophe.
Is it?
In 2010, I counted 340 starfish right here. And
really? I've yet to see one.
They collapsed in 2011. You know how many starfish I found here in the last 5 years? One.
Wow.
Now, I did get lucky out on the end of the Crystal Pier. We're headed there right now. Last year, I got real super low, and I did find 4 big leatherback, or excuse me, 10 big leatherbacks.
How big are they?
They were big, thick.
Orange?
They were kind of sick. There was orange and then the red striped Californians.
Oh, I can't remember when there's been like some kind of disease or...
Well, they claim it on wasting disease, which that's a cop-out. I blame it on the Fukushima disaster. And so...
Or anything to do with the climate, the warm... The
well, of course, of course.
Yeah.
You know? We were kids growing up in La Jolla. We'd go to the tide pools.
So these are La Jollans.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We used to see starfish all the time then, but I actually haven't seen them in decades.
You're right. Now that you're mentioning it, I've forgotten about the starfish because I'm just kind of focused on...
I haven't seen them in decades.
Well, here, 2010, there were hundreds of them here. La Jolla, they've been gone for... But yeah, I counted 340 here in 2010.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, you know, when I was at the last low tide a month ago in La Jolla near the Marine Room, some kids saw little, I don't know, are they brittle stars? It was just...
Yeah, the brittle stars. They're real common. They're nothingness.
Really?
I mean...
Because I didn't remember ever having seen one.
I see them on the pier.
So we're, yes.
I just see them on the pier.
Once in a while, right.
Scripps Pier.
Once in a while on Scripps Pier and down there, but last year, you know, the sea anemones, I declared the California purple urchin extinct in 2015 and nobody wanted to hear it from me. I'm like, they're gone. This place used to just be purple with carpet.
Yeah.
You won't find one.
It was in La Jolla too. There was like purple ink all over the place. And also they were gross, but the sea slugs.
Oh, I love them.
I see those on Fiesta.
So the sea slugs right there.
They used to be all over La Jolla and I haven't seen them.
2 years ago right there, because so we get a back eddy here in the summer from Tijuana, and everything deposits right there. One day I found 35 pairs of sunglasses in one day, but I counted over 200 California hares right there in that point.
That's what they're called.
They're called California hares. They're the biggest ones. But here's the thing: they can live on sewer. They can live on anything. In fact, they prefer it. And we have the sewer disaster here. In the Tijuana back eddy's right there.
Yeah, this is not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
they're not in La Jolla anymore. They used to be all over.
So
La Jolla.
they did spot.
Thanks for good running into you.
Yeah, and they did spot one abalone, a live one up there. So you might get lucky.
Nobody takes that.
So I'm headed to La Jolla tomorrow. So I'll get on. I document those too. Of course, I tell everybody. Officially, we are in La Jolla. This is La Jolla. Everybody thinks we're in North PB. Yeah. Thank you.
walk on those rocks without walking on some of them.
Yeah, right.
These are the same kind of rocks. This should be fucking blanketed, covered. Right?
Oh boy, I know this pool like no other. There's fucking tens of thousands of them. It used to be purple. It's heartbreaking, I'm telling you. It's an ecological catastrophe that nobody's talking about. And look how many people are out here tide pooling. Because the internet, you know, La Jolla's been advertising all over the internet. They're going to do virtual live streams because we're going to get super duper low tides all week. And so people want to come. So you've been out at Point Loma. Bring the kiddies. And you take the kiddies out there. And they're just like, I mean, you heard her and she's from La Jolla. Well, found a brittle star. Woo woo. You know, so isn't that funny? The only thing we found was right when we started. Over here, that guy had the octopus tore out of there. Illegally. It's heartbreaking, but again, surfers who can't surf, skiers who can't ski, tide poolers, you know, they don't know what they're looking for. They have no clue. You know?
Yeah.
Here, hold this real quick, will you? Put my beanie on before my bald ass head. I'm getting like you.
Yeah, and the barnacles. The barnacles are very, I mean, they're
They're
black.
sick as hell.
Black, the ones that we found. They're not living.
I found that big dead shark right over there last year. Okay, here, hand me that back, Peter. Thank you. All right, so there you have it. Is she still running? Oh, yeah. Look at everybody looking. So, yeah, it's heartbreaking. So there you have it. And I've documented this tide pool so many times, you don't even know. Well, they're online in my playlists, so. Pretty sad. All right, let's go to the Crystal Pier and see if we can get lucky over there. Oh, I'm making out with you. By the way, I do know you guys got a new gay mayor, but I'm still hetero, I think. I don't know. You know, it ain't nothing, Peter. You know, I ain't saying you're ugly or nothing, but I don't want to make out with you, even though I love you. All right, stay in tuned.